Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and this is the next video where I'm going to be discussing about the overall sentiment of the market for today, then also how exactly I traded in the today's market. Yes, today is the 18th of May, and yes, overall the market sentiment was amazing for option sellers for today because overall it was a flat closing in the today's market actually opened gap up. It was not a huge gap up, I would say. It crossed a level of 16,300, all the way tried to go up to 16,400, but yes, as we know very well that 16,400 is a good resistance, and it respect that level and came back all the way to 16,250. Then in between, in the second half, the market again tried to move up all the way, go up to the level of 16,350, then came back to the level of 16,250, and then it closed. It was overall a flat closing. Market did not move huge to any side. There was overall a consolidation, and yes, talking about the option sellers, if you would have some basic knowledge and some basic understanding that how exactly you can devise the strategies so as to earn some good profits and capture some good points by having the strategies of option selling, then yes, today was a day. So let me also tell you that why exactly it happened and how exactly the overall structure was. If you would have to compare to the data of previous day, then we had seen some huge buying coming in. It was overall a bullish market yesterday. And based on the SGX Nifty's data, as it was minus 0.13%, we were expecting a flat opening, and that's what happened. It was not a huge gap up. It tried to cross the level of 16,300, but yes, after some moving a little bit upside after that, 16,400 was actually acting as a good resistance, and that's what pretty much expected, that it's going to come back to the level wherein it opened. I was also expecting the same thing to happen in the market. I was waiting for a negative sign, and yes, there was a little bit of consolidation happened around this level, and that happened for like for an hour, I would say. But yes, it did not sustain that level for a good period of time, and then it came back to the 16,250. When it started behaving. The consolidation happened around this area, 16,050. So I was expecting a little bit of movement, maybe towards the downside, because Nifty was actually strangled in between this channel, and it was not able to cross either downside or upside. If we can see from the overall movement of the Nifty. And around this level, around at the time of 12:15, I saw this consolidation happening around this level. So I took one entry with the straddle of 16,250. I did not trade with huge quantity, but yes, I only took one lot just to see that if it's gonna work well, then I may re-enter, and I will add some quantity in the later after an hour, or maybe in just some time. But yes, the consolidation was going really very well. I was pretty much believed on my break evens. Let me also show you that what exactly my strategy for the today's trade was. So 16,250 C and put, I shorted, and the break evens were pretty much amazing for this level, 16,100 and 16,400. So I was very much sure about these two levels that it's not gonna come, at least in today's scenario, because the 16,400 was already being tested and it was not able to cross that level. So I was expecting maybe by the end of the day, as what is happening in the previous days, the selling may start once again, and it crossed the level of 16,200. So I was a little bit unsure about that as well, because I made this channel in the today's market as per the highs and the lows it was making. So I made the channel, and I was believing on my levels that it's not gonna cross the 16,200 as well. So I took one entry over here, and it came it moved up to the level of 16,350. So then it all the way came back, and I was able to capture some good points from this trade. 16,250 straddle worked really well for me. I was able to capture some good profits from there. And let me show you that the consolidation happened when it came back to the level of 16,250. The consolidation started once again around this level, and it closed the market at only this point, 16,240. So it was pretty much an amazing day. And if we will have to look at the market, that how exactly it is making the patterns and what exactly the behavior of the market is going on. So let's try to focus that what exactly is happening, that how the overall scenario is building over here. So we saw a huge amount of selling coming in, and it actually respected the value, the level of 15,750. So we saw the bottom around this area only, because it was expected from the previous levels that it's gonna respect this support. The consolidation happened in the past around this level only, and I was pretty much sure that it's not going to cross the level of 15,500 based upon the previous data. So yes, that's what happened, and we saw a huge buying coming in yesterday in the yesterday's market. And yes, what is happening right now? It's doing the consolidation around this point. Can we say that it's the reversal from the market? I would say it's not exactly sure. It's not exactly confirmed that it's gonna show some sort of a reversal over here, because if we would have to compare that how exactly it is happening in the weekly chart, then it's just a halt until or unless it's gonna cross the 50% of the selling that is happening. We cannot exactly say that it's the reversal. From the weekly charts, from the weekly chart data, if you can see over here that in the previous weeks, when the selling started coming in, there was a green candle that was also made around the level of 17,100, and it actually traveled some good points from the levels of 17,400, and from the bottom side 16,800. So yes, the reversal was not happening, did not happen around this area, because it did not cross the level of at least 50%. If the 50% is crossed, then we can expect and we can say that a little bit of buying can come. But over here, if you will see 17,000 to 15,660, this is somewhere around like let me tell you that it's the bottom is 15,735. So if or until it's gonna cross the 50% of this, around 16,600 or 700, then only we can say that there is a reversal that can come in the market. But right now we cannot say that. It's just a halt that is happening around these levels. So yes, this was pretty much the overall structure of the market, and let's see what can we expect from the tomorrow, as tomorrow is going to be the expiry. So I would say if the market is gonna open up around this level only, 16,250, then we can expect some buying can come once again, and who knows, it's gonna cross the level of 16,400, and it may go if it's gonna cross the level of 16,400, then we can expect a new high for this week. And if there's gonna be a flat, I'm sorry, if it's gonna be the gap down, then if it's gonna open up around the level of 16,100, then we can see the consolidation happening once again, and the max it's gonna go is around the 16,400, and from the bottom we can just expect that the 16,000 is gonna act as a good support once again. So the consolidation will happen around this area only if there will be a gap down. So but yes, market is supreme, who knows, and the market is surprising us on the daily basis with some new with some new kind of a movement. And yes, as it's going to be the expiry, we still have 2 days in this week, so we can expect some strange behavior in the market once again, because the overall sentiment of the market is still on the selling side. Then yes, it is possible then we can see some selling once again happening in the market. And it because we are not sure exactly how it is behaving right now. So yes, it may be possible that the selling can come once again. So if you would have to just look at the data of the FI and the DII, then we can see that there was a overall selling of 1254 crores by the FII, and the buying side, the DI was 375 crores. So it was overall a good, I believe that because of this data only, we were able to see some downside movement, and the market was not able to sustain the level of 16,400. That's what happened in the market. And yes, I traded really, I was able to capture some good points based upon the overall sentiment of the market and overall movement of the market. Because of this consolidation, the day was overall good for the option sellers. So alright guys, that's it in this video, and I hope that you liked the video. I hope you like my analysis, and I will be coming up with some more videos in the future with some more analysis and some good tips and tricks that you can devise in your trading style as well. Alright, so that's it in this video. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.